dusty red on her shoulder. I was cleaning her shoe when it clicked on the trot over in the bright morning dew. We brushed and we braided dandelions and chewed. It was a mutual arrangement we both saw into.
So we're traveling along Highway 14 in between Greer, South Carolina, on our way up to Tryon, North Carolina. And we're coming across some interesting things. We just passed a person's property back there that had all of these different, there was donkeys and stuff, or mules or burros or whatever they were out on the land. But then he had train cars on the land. He had all these fake, like these large bulls, like these massive, I don't know, fiberglass type bulls. And we turned around and went back to look at it, but it looks like it was maybe just a private residence. I don't think it was any kind of a business. So then we turn around, we get back up on the road, and we come across this place. It's a private park that's open to anybody who wants to come and check it out. And it's got some park policy. Number 5 is please pray for the world peace. Please pray for world peace and good health. And then it has like this shrine looking thing here, but I'll kind of pan around. You can see this this little private park here. It looks like there's some benches over there. You can have a picnic if you want. But we like seeing these little roadside attraction. Not really a roadside attraction, but I mean, interesting, right? A private park that anybody's allowed to come to. This looks like Vietnam dedication, November 24th, 1991. It looks like this is some sort of like a Vietnamese. It says here, the Holy Queen Mother of Vietnam Park. The Vietnamese people who came to South Carolina as refugees dedicate this park to the glory of our Lord Jesus Christ and the Blessed Virgin Mary in gratitude for their many blessings. Huh. What a trip. Check this out. This is very cool. I really like this. I'm glad this is here, and I'm glad we stopped and turned around and came back. He's eating something. There's a lot of these tables set up on the side of the road where you can stop and get do some shopping, get some green tomatoes, unripe tomatoes, ripe tomatoes, bell peppers, jalapeno peppers. I'm definitely going to get those jalapeno peppers. Hey, 2 for $1. Bell peppers 2 for $1. Hot peppers 5 for $1. Eggplant. So let's pick some out. Oh, this one looks pretty nice here.
2?
Yeah, I get 2 of those.
$1.
And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We have $2. Do you want it? We don't think we need bell peppers. Right?
No, we've got about 5 or 6 bell peppers at home.
Here's the red one. I wonder if that's better.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's been eaten a little bit. I don't want one that's been chomped on by anything.
$2.
Okay, you want to get a couple more tomatoes? Yeah, get 2 more. I don't know where you pay them though.
It's right here.
Oh, you pay right here?
I guess you put the money in that little hole.
Oh, I'm gonna put the money in the hole. Here, hold this for a second. How much do we owe? $3?
$3. I wonder if there's somebody watching us.
Probably. We are under surveillance, I would assume.
You can show we.
It says put money, and then that's pretty awesome. I don't know. It's just kind of funny the way it's stuck in there like that. Very cool. Well, we made it into Tryon. We were gonna try this place that I heard people raving about on the internet called Sidecar Pizza? Side Street Pizza. Sorry, Side Street Pizza, but today is Tuesday and they are closed on Tuesday and Wednesday, so that was a bust. What did you get?
I got a turkey, avocado, and bacon wrap that I remade.
Yeah, it normally comes with turkey and bacon, but she got farro in there instead.
Which will be interesting. I've never had farro before.
And those french fries look delicious. I got these. I got fried cauliflower tacos with like a Thai chili sauce on the top. They look really good. Is it good?
Really good. I don't know if I'm just starving.
All right, I'm gonna try this taco here. Fried cauliflower taco.
Go.
Really good.
So now you know what it feels like to be a king. Can you rock it?
Yeah, it's a rocking chair.
You look like a little tiny kid.
Funny. Look at that horse.
Is it the, oh, it's a farm scene. How pretty is that?
Yeah, that's neat. Missledean's Drugstore, 1913. Designed by Tryon architect William Strong for Mayor E.E. Missledene. I guess it's Missledene. Sold town's first ice cream and gasoline. Basement had carbide gas plant for lighting nearby buildings. Lunch counter was social center where the famous gathered, including F. Scott Fitzgerald, who authored Dear Missledeans. A dive we'll never forget. The taste of its banana splits is on our tonsils yet. Huh, that's a trip. One of the reasons why we wanted to come to Tryon to see it was because there's a very famous singer and activist by the name of Nina Simone that was born here. She lived here until she was, what, in her late teens?
Yeah, so she just had a really like a tragic story. So she lived here, and when she was first performing in the library, which we'll go and see, her parents were sitting in the front row. Her dad was an entertainer as well, and her mother was a Methodist preacher. So she was performing. She performed classic songs at first. A classical pianist took her under their wing. And when she was performing at the library, they made her give up her parents. They made her parents give up their seats because the white people got to sit there first. And Nina Simone, I think she was 6, was outraged by that, so she refused to go on and perform until they brought her parents back and had them sit in the front row so they could see their daughter. And I thought that was like really, really cool.
Yeah. Anyway, she's a famous singer. She did a lot of jazz and blues and that sort of thing. But she was born here in Tryon. And so they have all of these little nods to her. This here is the Nina Simone Archive. Nina Simone Project welcomes you to the future home of the future home of the Nina Simone Archive. I guess they're going to build it right here.
It won't be very big.
Yeah, it won't be very, well, that's not too bad of a
And they can't go back because it'll fall off the side of your nose.
Across the street they have a statue of her in what they call the Nina Simone Plaza. So we're going to take a step across the street and see what that looks like. See what that looks like right now. All right, so here we are. We're coming up to the Dr. Nina Simone
Right here.
statue. She was born in February 21st, 1933, passed away on April 21st, 2003. Music icon, freedom fighter, and national treasure.
Stand right here.
Okay.
Now stare into her eyes.
Stare into her eyes.
Doesn't it look like she's looking right at you?
Oh yeah, she's facing right at me. It's kind of it's a cool statue. I like the way the piano is just kind of suspended like that.
expect her to turn her head any second, don't you? I've watched too many Doctor Who.
Right there across the street is the Tryon Theater, showing Vengeance, which has Ashton Kutcher. And who was the guy from The Office?
Is that the one guy who played the loser kid?
Yeah, and then they're also showing Bullet Train. I wouldn't mind seeing both those movies. So according to this sign here, the Tryon Horse, which is here, this is actually not the original one. This is the second one that was made. The first one was made by these two boys for a show, and it was, I guess, quite a bit larger than this, and the legs were actually made out of tree trunks. I mean, it was pretty big. And it's kind of like the symbol of the town, the Tryon town. They call it the Tryon Horse. And I guess it was the first horse toy, as it was a toy eventually, the first one that was put on wheels, and it was made right here in Tryon, North Carolina, by this place right across the street here. Where is it? Oh, you see right there, Tryon Toy Makers and Wood Carvers. That place has been here for 100+ years. It was started by a couple of ladies that came down here. They worked for the Biltmore up near Asheville, and they came here, opened up this little store right here, and they made toys, and it's still a little toy store. So if you get a chance to step in there, the lady that works in there is really, really nice. And yeah, they have some neat little wooden toys down in there. Go check it out.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin, even with my eyes still closed.
We are on our way to see Nina Simone's childhood home.
But be careful, there's signs back here that trespassers will be shot.
Yeah, we just saw a sign that said trespassers will be shot, and it was in front of a dumpy house, so I don't know who would want to go in there anyway, but
in there you will get shot. Okay, so this is Livingston, according to this.
Here's West Livingston.
So we need to get to East Livingston. So I would assume...
Aren't you navigating to it, honey?
I don't have a signal.
Okay, we have arrived at Nina Simone's childhood home here in Tryon, North Carolina. And it is... It's been here for, I mean, a long time. She was born in the 30s. It's been here longer than that.
Well, her real name was Eunice Wayman.
Eunice Wayman.
Birthplace.
That was her birth name? Eunice Wayman? Yeah, I guess that was...
Right, so she changed her name so her mom didn't know she was making devil's music?
Yeah, that's right. It was back then, jazz music and blues music was considered to be devil's music. And so she changed her name because her mom was very much against her doing that.
Methodist preacher.
Oh, look at that. It's got a piano in there, which she was a trained piano player. There's a bed right there. And then you can't really see what's in the other room. Wow. So standing on the front porch of Nina Simone's childhood home, I noticed that the ceiling of the porch is painted blue, and there's actually a reason for that. So Gullah folklore explains that ghosts, also referred to as haints, were not able to cross water. In order to repel the evil spirits from plantations, porch ceilings were painted soft blue. That color was meant to mimic water in an effort to keep any haints or spirits at bay. Yeah, you can see in through the window here. This must have been kind of like a kitchen area because there's a table and there's the stove over there. But then there's a cot right here, so apparently somebody slept in the kitchen.
I think they did that more back then. Remember we went to Andy Griffith's house and he slept in the kitchen?
Yeah, that's right. We went to Andy Griffith's house up in, what was the name of that town?
Mayberry.
No, it wasn't actually Mayberry, but oh man, it's gonna kill me. I can't remember the name of that town. Anyway, it's up here in North Carolina. We did a video on it.
Mount Airy.
Mount Airy, that's right. The Mount Airy, we visited the childhood home of Andy Griffith, and he, they had a one bed at the time. It was a one-bedroom place. His parents had the bedroom, and he slept on a cot in the kitchen for years. He did. So I guess that was commonplace in these smaller homes with families that only had one bedroom.
The interesting thing is, does it not have a bathroom?
Well, they probably had an outhouse.
Doesn't seem like they. I wonder what it looked like then. Like if these houses were even there, if it felt like.
I don't know. That was the town of Tryon, North Carolina. Kind of a nice little town. You know, Tuesdays, it's just not a very busy time. We spoke to one of the shop owners there, and she said just if you come back on like later in the week or the weekend, it gets really busy. But it's a one-lane road going in each direction, so if it starts to be a traffic jam, you know, we almost prefer to avoid that. But there's not really a whole lot to do. I mean, it's a nice little place to stop and have lunch. You can have dinner. You can have, there's wine places in there that you can stop and have some wine.
You can get bit by mosquitoes. 3 mosquito bites on me.
Yeah, Chris got attacked by some mosquitoes.
Aggressive mosquitoes.
And then, you know, there's the theater there. There is, you know, the historical interest points for us. Mainly, you know, kind of revolving around Nina Simone. Yeah, I mean, if you want to spend a nice afternoon and take a nice little drive through the country and just come visit this small little town, come and check it out. It's neat. It's a cool place. Tryon.
The people that work here were really nice. And the food at the, what was it, Huckleberry?
Yeah, Huckleberry.
If you're a vegetarian, they really had some good choices that we could have. I had a great wrap, and you had some cauliflower tacos?
Yeah, I had cauliflower tacos. They were it was like a fried cauliflower, and then it had corn and black beans, and then they put like a spicy, sweet chili sauce on top of it. It was really good. I would eat that again. Next time I go there, I'll probably just get that again. So we had to make a stop here at this old historic gas station, just sitting here on the side of the road, just outside of Tryon. There's a bunch of geese over there enjoying whatever it is they're picking up off the ground. Got a little pond right there, but this is kind of cool. Check this out. This old gas station. Oh yeah. Canadian Club. It's like a counter in there. And then I don't know what that is. Wonder if maybe you get, kerosene. It's like a kerosene tank. Get kerosene there. Sorry, no gas today. Probably because this old gas pump probably hasn't pumped gas in 100 years. 60 years, 80 years, however old this thing is. Let's see if there's a manufacturing date on here. No, it doesn't say. Self-measuring pump. But yeah, this is a really super old gas pump, SL. Silver Springs filling station. Standard SO dealer. I bet you this was the only place in town to get gas way back in the day. It's cool that it's still here. Somebody's maintaining it, keeping it in relatively decent shape, you know. Oh, these old roadside things here, and we're now back in, we just left Tryon. Tryon is literally right on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina. We are just over the border by maybe 3/4 of a mile, something like that. Yeah, kind of cool. I like it.